Hello everyone, and welcome to a retrospective look back across the Sixth Doctor's series. Now, as I said when I did the Fourth Doctor's, I wasn't planning to do any others, and again that still stands. I don't have any plans to do any other the whatever Doctor's series. I simply did the Sixth Doctor's just purely because I had several Sixth Doctor customs coming up, and I thought, why not? You know, if I ever find myself with a load of specific Doctor's customs coming up in future, then I might well do it again. But it isn't something that you should expect to see any time again in future, as far as I'm aware. So, looking back over the figures, now, of making all of these figures, weirdly, the one that presented the most challenge was not this one, as you might think. It was, in fact, this one, the regenerated Sixth Doctor. I don't think there's any real particular reason why, but I found it much more challenging, probably because I had to repaint all of the trousers and everything else. But it just... What I think I liked about it most was that not only was it a challenge, but it also showed how it presents a good challenge for people who don't have a proper regenerated Sixth Doctor in their collection. Because it really sort of showed how easy it can be at times, but also how fun it can be at times to create customs that you might not have the official figure of, you know. And it really is something, again, that this, like as I said, this was basically what I would call a head swap figure. You know, I've literally just had to swap some pieces over. This did take a lot of work, and it was a challenge, but that is something that, like I said, once you've got the practice to do it, you do it, you know, and it is something that you've got to take your time with. This is the most challenging intermediate figure, I would say, because I've not had to do that much to it. I mean, for example, forgetting repainting the trousers, assuming that you had a normal resurrection figure, once you add on the dirt, and that's swapping over the head, and that's basically all you've had to do. It is a great... not beginner's custom, because I think it is probably a bit more complex for beginners, but it is certainly one that I think presents the most challenge to new customizers, and it is one that I would recommend making if you don't have the official figure and you do want something that does present a challenge, because it does present a challenge to get it looking, you know, sort of exactly how you want it. But my favourite of them all probably is the grey Sixth Doctor. Now, the reason for that, not that I'm not proud of the other two, and like I said, this one was a great challenge. This one makes me laugh, but I think of all of the figures that, again, I think it's probably because it is so different to what we've seen before. It would be the Grayscale Sixth Doctor, because as I previously said, if you've seen my video of my other alternate black outfit for the Sixth Doctor, I get the feeling that this might have been something that I did send him a tweet. I didn't get a reply, but I think this is perhaps something more that would have suited better to the Sixth Doctor, something more that Colin Baker would have been interested in as an outfit. So I definitely think that it's my favourite because it is so different for the Sixth Doctor, and I think it certainly stands out more than the others, because these are things that we're used to seeing. You know, we're used to seeing a regeneration figure. We're used to seeing, you know, sort of the Sixth Doctor in his normal clothes and the Sixth Doctor again in the regeneration outfit. This really is something very different, which brings me on to the extra figure that I have made for this video, and it does relate back to this, which is why I've got this in shot. As I said, I was very pleased with how this one came out, because it it was based on the blue outfit that we got released in the 13 Doctors box set. Obviously underneath this is just a normal 6th Doctor figure, but I used elements of the blue outfits, you know, on and around the back of it to sort of get the tones and mixes right. And I really think that, and it was something else I did on my other darker outfitted 6th Doctor, my original one, was I went for the blue tones. I went for a blue collar because I like the idea of adding in a bit of colour, but not too much. As I said, with his original outfit, it's very iconic, but you've got colours everywhere. Whereas I think with a Grayscale, with just a single bit of colour, you've really got something that stands out. And it made me wonder about this is a darker version of his normal outfit, but what about a darker version of the blue outfit? And that, if he's going to stand up, is what I have done here. So overall, this is a 13 Doctors box set blue outfit. As you can see, nothing has really changed on the actual coat itself, from the back at least. But if I turn it round, you can see, you know, where I don't think he's going to stand. Yes, he is. No, he's not. You can see where I have sort of used the tones and changes to try and match up between the blue and the grey. But what I've done for this is I've essentially taken the plain elements from the black outfit, i.e. the standard grey under outfit, and then using elements of the blue. So, for example, the tie, keeping that blue, but then also adding extra colour by keeping the coat mainly blue, which I've obviously made a few small changes, such as keeping the lapels grey, having the patchwork collar, and also having the cuffs grey as well. But again, I think the reason this works well is because you've only got the single colour, and it's basically what I've been talking. Basically, the same thing as I was talking about here is this works because you've got an overall plain outfit in different scales of colour, but you've got a nice single piece of blue that stands out. This is the same thing but opposite in a way, in that you've got a single grey colour in the overall outfit, but then you've got the different tones of blue in the coat. And then if I just bring it in, now this is going to be quite difficult because this one doesn't stand up that well at all, but if I just bring in, so this is the standard 13 Doctors blue outfit, you really can see the sort of progression across the two. And I'll be perfectly honest, of these three, as I said, of the original 3 6th Doctors figures that I showed in this video, this one was my favourite. Of these 3, this one is definitely my favourite, the surprise figure, because I think it really stands out the most of all of them, because it is, what's the best way of putting it? As I said, Colin Baker always said he wanted a darker outfit for the 6th Doctor. Now, if I just take this one out and bring in my original darker outfitted 6th Doctor that I made. So here you've got dark outfit, which looks good. I'm pleased with all of these, but you've got dark outfit, looks very good. Then you've got darker but slightly lighter outfit, and then you've got much lighter outfit but still dark. And I think of all of these 3, the reason this one stands out the most is because whilst I like the idea of a darker outfit for the 6th Doctor to suit his mood, I think going something like this with a black suit would have been going too dark. I think he still needed colour in there. And, you know, you can see a sort of progression, addition of colour across these figures, but it's only when you get to here that I think you had an outfit that most suits the 6th Doctor, because I like the outfit he's got, because it is very bright and colourful, but then it's offset by this very dark, grim demeanour he has. But I think if you were going to show that through his outfit, I think something like this is much better, because you've got sort of bright, colourful patches of a single colour. It's not too bright, but it's not too dark. And I think that's probably why this stands out the best. As I think, as an alternate outfit, I think this outfit represents the Sixth Doctor best. So I am definitely more pleased with that than I am... Well, no, I was going to say I'm definitely more pleased with that than I am with the other ones. I'm very pleased with all of them. But I certainly think, if I just bring the other two in as well, I just really think that of all of the Sixth Doctor outfits, this one is the one that really sort of stands out the most. And I knew that was going to happen. I think that is the one that really stands out the most, because it really sort of represents... It really represents kind of what I originally envisioned when I wanted to do a darker outfit for the Sixth Doctor. There's dark, but not too dark. But that is the end of my retrospective look back across the Sixth Doctor's series. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favourite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot, and be sure to check out the description below for a link to my Patreon. There is an exclusive webcomic and rewards for people who support it, and the funding generated by my Patreon helps me fund future videos. I salute you all, and I will see you with another video very soon.